welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk Nutrition. We are coast to coast and we are around the world and across, top and bottom. And thank you for, again, your support of the show. We appreciate it. We're going to get into a number of different things today. So there's always more things. We always have more content than we have container. But that's okay. That's a good problem to have. And several things trending that may be of interest to you. You know, maybe you'd like to know how to age better a little bit. There's a story trending on that. And then I'll introduce the concept. Probably many of you know about nootropics. If you don't, I will tell you. I'm quite familiar with that category of drug and dietary supplement, nootropics. I wonder what that is. If you don't know, if you had to guess just from the word nootropics, we'll talk about that. That too, in a way, is related to better aging. And if you live near an oil or gas well, that has some consequences. I wonder how many people in the population would be affected by that. I'm not sure.
A lot.
I'm not sure. And then childhood cancers. I'll see how much I can get to. That's a lot. Plus, I have some other things on my mind that I wanted to share with you. There's, we got eight pots and a 4-burner stove, so we'll have to keep moving things around. We always invite you, though, to make contact with the show so we can connect with you, talk with you, listen to what you have to say, listen to your questions, your comments, your insights. People are shy. It takes a lot to persuade an audience member, whether they're listening or watching, to contact a show. It's a numbers game, really. The larger the audience, the more calls you're going to get.
Right.
It's a constant small percentage of people that call. And I get it. I understand. Communication anxiety. I understand. Takes time. People are a little self-conscious, but that's okay. We always extend the invitation, try to encourage you. We can learn from you. We have people that call, you can tell sometimes when they start talking and what's on their mind, you can see that they're pretty well read. In an area, right?
Yeah.
They're smart. They know.
Especially when we go out in the community, we meet people.
Mm-hmm. Some of these people are totally devoted to health, wellness, and well-being and know a lot, so they share it. But here's how to do all of that. Make contact.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Don't forget Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us, like us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition on YouTube, where we have over 70,000 views now, 1,200 videos, and they're closed caption for the hearing impaired.
There you go. Oil and gas wells. Environmentally speaking, people, where you live is where you live, and sometimes you have nothing to say about it. You can't afford to move, and you're stuck. Living near high-powered electrical lines and towers, nuclear facilities, manufacturing facilities of one sort, industrial kinds of facilities. All of these put people at risk. And you have oil wells, gas wells, and with a lot of these different facilities, industrial facilities, you got chemicals. Well, oil and gas are chemicals in and of themselves. Other studies have linked living near gas and oil sites to permanent births, defective births, smaller babies, migraines, and fatigue. And I meant to say premature births. So this is not anything new under the rig, so to speak. But living near oil and gas wells in this new study revealed could increase a woman's risk of having a baby with congenital heart defect. The researchers, they wrote in the document or a publication called Environment International, and reported on 3,324 infants born in Colorado from 2005 to 2011, comparing 536 babies with heart defects to 2,860 controls. They matched them for sex, maternal smoking, race, and ethnicity. They did a number of other statistical things. They correlated maternal addresses, where the moms lived, the pregnant moms, with locations of oil and gas wells. Then they estimated the intensity of maternal exposure. Are they drilling at the wells? Is it well completion? Is it production? What are they doing there? From 3 months prior to conception through the second month of pregnancy. My goodness, that's tedious. How they, first of all, to put that sample together, and then to get that kind of, you're asking someone to remember 3 months prior to that moment when you got pregnant. Really? That's like asking somebody, what did you eat 3 months ago at, a certain time of day on a certain day? How are you going to remember that? But apparently they figured it out. Compared to the 1/3 with the lowest intensity of exposure, the 1/3 with the highest exposure to oil and gas wells were 70% more likely, oh my God, to have a baby with a heart defect. 70%.
That's huge. That's
beyond statistical significance.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 of the up at 1/3 with the high, that of the group that was exposed to oil and gas wells. The ones with the highest exposure in that group had a 70% more likely chance of giving birth to a baby with a heart defect compared to the lowest intensity of exposure. This correlation, statistical correlation, was more prominent in rural than urban areas. Perhaps because other sources of pollution in the cities could mask the potential harms from the drilling sites, they said. So, the environment. I keep saying most cancers are environmentally, you can track them back to the environment. You think, well, it's all genetics. No, it's not. One of the, the lead author in the study, Dr. Lisa McKenzie, said, quote, the greatest suspect is the hazardous air pollutants that are emitted during the production of oil and gas. She's an assistant research professor at the Colorado School of Public Health. So, again, it's the environment. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. And along that theme, in terms of cancer, the environment, cancer is being tracked back to the environment. Childhood cancer takes, it's a big number, 11 million years of life. It'll steal that from children. Childhood cancer is complicated, and the researchers are closing in on, they said, the toll of childhood cancer, finding it stole 11.5 million years of healthy life lost worldwide in 2017. Premature death took 97% of that toll, and impaired quality of life about 3%, they found in the study. Children in the poorest countries, notice, in the poorest countries accounted for 82% of years of healthy life lost. That's 9.5 million years of life worldwide due to cancer in 2017. The number of new cases in children and teens up to age 19 was close to 500,000 worldwide in 2017. What an insidious disease.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by, tuning in, dialing in, however you connect to the show. We have any number of technological ways to do that. Let me do just a little primer to set up this next story, which deals with better aging. So if you remember from your biology classes or chemistry classes or whatever, DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, ribonucleic acid. These are pretty important nucleotides. They're made up of what's called nucleic acids, which are found in the nuclei, which are found in the nuclei of living cells. Your DNA is that's who you are biologically. the DNA and the RNA, which are made up of nucleic acids, they are the vehicles for genetic inheritance. This is pretty important. And cells are dividing all the time. Mitosis, meiosis, cell division is going on all the time. And that DNA from one cell, when making new cells, has to get transferred. It has to be taken along, otherwise you lose the map. So, and the DNA is running the cells, right? It's your destiny. These nucleic acids, which are they are the building blocks for DNA and RNA. They're nucleic. Nucleic is an allusion to nuclei. They're found in the nucleus. They're chemicals. The three types of chemicals make up the building blocks for nucleic acids. These nucleic acids are made up of other chemicals: phosphates, sugars, and organic bases. And that's all I'll tell you. It starts to get complicated. So the point here is you have DNA, RNA, you have their building blocks, we're called nucleic acids, which are made up of phosphates, sugars, and organic molecules, or organic bases: adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. What I just said there, those four bases, they start to make combinations, and it's interesting how your DNA code is created. All right? You have all that in your head as just sort of a background to what I want to now share with you. Scientists who are interested in aging, and their whole career is spent doing all kinds of experiments, usually laboratory, in vitro, in vivo experiments, sometimes with animals. Sometimes they might even do a study with humans. Trying to understand this aging process. And what you learn real quickly when you start taking your chemistry courses, biology courses, especially in a graduate program, even at any level, you catch on that life begins and ends on a cellular level. Some people are, and I am, very impressed by the cosmos. You look at that magnificent cosmos, dark and as empty as it looks. That's how magnificent it is. But I'm also very impressed by what? One single microscopic cell. What goes on in one cell is miraculous, and in my view, is sort of reflective of what the cosmos is. This magnificent organization that is well ordered, but mistakes can be made. When you have cell division that happens as much as it does, and how many cells are created, and they're from stem cells, right? The odds of something going wrong are good. Sometimes nature makes mistakes. It's when you start to study how the DNA and RNA and all these nucleic acids, these nucleotides are operating, and how cells are dividing, when you look at that closely and how intricate it is, a lot of things can go wrong, and they often do. Even when they don't go wrong, what's happening is we're aging. And that's happening, that begins on a cellular level. If you can understand what's going on in one cell, then you might have a very good idea of how the other cells are aging. And this is happening, again, on a cellular level. Cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, then the organism. That's the hierarchy. Begins and ends with the cells. So what they're trying to figure out is what are we doing, what's happening on a cellular level that's causing the cell to age. Turns out there are these cells called senescent cells. Senescence means dying. These are cells that are dying, dead. Then you have, on the other end of the spectrum, the stem cells. Those are the cells that from which other cells are created. And they have an unlimited potential for renewal and division. Right? Cell division. It's because of these stem cells. The senescent cells never divide. Make a side note. Senescent cells, these cells that die are important. Why? Because they keep cancer cells in check. So on the one hand, they're sort of paradoxical in their contribution. They age us, but yet they protect us. So a senescent cell is irreversible. You can't bring it back. Come back, I'll tell you a little bit more and tell you how they figured out how these nucleotides, the DNA, RNA, get implicated, and they think that's the heart of aging.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take Hempanol, the only raw CO2 hemp extract. Place your order. To find out where to find Hempanol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oregonol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Hey friends, this is Frank Cotto, the host of the Business Happy Hour. Myself, Ryan Pelkey, and Doug Ford will be live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. We are the #1 show for business and entrepreneurship in Tampa, so tune in every Wednesday on 1250 live at 11 a.m.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
The National Hurricane Center says a tropical wave in the Atlantic now has a 40% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone, but not for another 5 days. Manatee County deputies rescued 2 small children after their mother left them inside a hot car while she was inside a house allegedly getting drunk. A 3-week-old and a 2-year-old are now at the hospital recovering from heat exhaustion. 35-year-old Andrea Cole is charged with child neglect. She made her first court appearance.
I love my kids so much. Well, okay. I really do.
Judge set bond at $9,000. A controversial symbol of Florida's past will have a new home in Lake County. The commission voted to accept a statue of Confederate General Edmund Kirby Smith. Dozens of residents spoke against accepting the statue, but the measure passed in a 3-2 vote. For Florida's News, I'm Chris Trankman.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Auto Loans Traffic Center.
Good morning, a wreck in Largo on Almerton near Tall Pines. That is just east of Starkey. Also, we're still seeing delays on southbound Veterans Expressway, anywhere south of Hillsborough Avenue to pass the Courtney Campbell Causeway, northbound 275. Also a bit slow from the Humboldt to Howard Franklin to pass State Road 60. See traffic problems, call the injury firm, Abrahamson Uterich Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America invites you to take steps for cures at a walk event near you. Support the 1.6 million Americans living with these diseases. Get started at cctakesteps.org.
Today we decided to walk to school. The right counted. 15, 14, 31, 13. We took a left on Carroll Street. Danny's smart, but he gets distracted. I realized he forgot his homework. I hope he doesn't have another bad day at school.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org. Brought to you by Understood and the Ad Council.
At Fidelity, we believe nothing should come between you and your money. So we're introducing zero account fees with zero minimums to open an account. All because we want you to invest with zero trade-offs. Visit fidelity.com/value to learn more. Zero account minimums and zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Expenses charged by investments such as funds and managed accounts and for commissions, interest charges, or other expenses for transactions may still apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
From the 1250 WHNZ Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center. Rely on Rude.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, partly cloudy and muggy, hot with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 93. Tonight, showers taper off with a low 78. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a 40% rain chance, high 92. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Dana Lash and the Dana Show on 1250 WHNZ.
Seriously, I don't even care. Stop. Just stay out of my pocket, stay out of my business. But I have all these people who are like, what, you? Just stay out of our lives. Stop! No one cares! I'm not trying to be harsh, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but have you seen how much laundry I have to do? I don't even know what the hell I'm making for dinner tonight. I'm more concerned if you like Nickelback.
The Dana Show. Weeknights 10 to midnight on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Don't forget, you can call in at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also follow us and like us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition. Go to our Instagram account at Let's Talk Nutrition. And don't forget, subscribe to that YouTube channel where you get a live alert every time we come on air at Let's Talk Nutrition on YouTube. We have over 70,000 views on that. Almost 71,000 views now, Doc. That's a lot of views.
That's a lot of people. We love it. Let me just try to put a button on this story about better aging and what these scientists are figuring out. It's what's the bottom line here. Everything is tracking back to what they think now is the cell's inability to make new DNA. In cell division, your DNA has to be passed on. You go from mitosis to meiosis, right? If you remember any of that, in the different phases and whatnot of mitosis. The DNA has to be transferred. What they're finding when they did experiments, when they disrupted that, when that nucleotide somehow either gets blocked or they destroy it or whatever, the cell begins to die. It becomes a senescent cell. So, and it makes sense. It's sort of nature's way. With no DNA, you have no way to these proteins are regulating everything that's going on in the body. And moreover, it is how the species is propagated and sustained. So when nature sees that the cell is having problems with DNA, it kills the cell. Why? It doesn't, this is my hypothesis, I don't know what these scientists are saying, it doesn't want any mistakes. It doesn't want any deliberate mistake. It would be deliberate not to kill that cell. Now, mistakes will happen in cell division whether nature wants it to or not, because it's so complicated and the number of cells involved and how much replication goes on, it's remarkable that there aren't more mistakes than there are. But one big mistake is with that nucleotide, that DNA is somehow damaged, or the process of cell division gets disrupted and the DNA is put into question, biologically, that cell's going to die. That's nature's way of protecting the organism. So that's where they're putting their attention now. That's one of the things, the science of aging. It's complicated stuff. And we try mightily to help the body not make mistakes and keep that DNA intact and keep, again, it all begins and ends on a cellular level. That's what's so remarkable. One cell is to me a miracle. What goes on in one cell and what's contained in one cell. And we have different kinds of cells, right? Nevertheless.
Yes.
So this is about now the DNA not being able, they're tracking aging to problems with DNA. So they'll figure it out. We'll probably all long be gone. But they're going to be able to extend life. They're going to be able to do things that are going to keep people living a long time. That's going to come sooner or later. Ziggy Brostowski is my guest today. In the meantime, we have to do basic things. You got to stick to the rudiments of good health. The rudiments of good health. And one of the rudiments of good health is to keep your weight in check. And weight loss is a big deal. And keeping your weight in check and managing your weight is critical to you aging more successfully. And we keep looking for these mysterious, mystical, magical things to do. And I keep saying you got to go back to basics and stick with the rudiments. The one thing that we have to maintain in our diet every single day is fiber. And there are more people than not that don't. And it sounds so fundamental and so basic, but it is a key. It's a key to weight loss. It's one of the strategies that I will outline in the series that I'm writing on weight loss. Fiber is a key strategical thing to do. Zig, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on.
It's always great to be on, Doc.
And I'm tracking your weight loss campaign for yourself. How much have you lost so far?
Down just under 80 pounds.
80. And how much have you lost, Gary?
62.
Okay.
Gary just messaged me the other day. Good job, Gary. I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you.
He's down to 255, 254, somewhere in there.
254.
254.
From 318.
From 318. So, coming into the show, I guess, if you sit around here long enough, you catch on and you figure out what to do. And I know you've been on here several times, and we've talked about this. You may, I know I don't think you have a hard time maintaining your enthusiasm, but this is old hat to you. One of the most difficult things to do with people is to persuade them about what seems common and not all that important. That's very difficult to do. To make the fiber argument is hard. Even if the person has gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and you're standing there trying to tell them it's all about the fiber, they're going to look at you, yeah. Fiber. How important could it be? Anyway, you all know that at Yerba Prima, you're a digestive care company, right?
That's what we do.
That's what you do. How many fiber products do you have?
As far as fiber goes, 6, but they come in a lot of different form, powders and caps, so, it pushes it up to 18, but essentially 6 different products.
Now, you got to, when you have capsules, do you think, I know the capsules are convenient for people, but how do the capsules compare to the powders in terms of their effectiveness? Or is there
listen, with the powders, it's going to break down your system a lot faster. Psyllium's a perfect example. People buy psyllium because it's such a high bulking fiber, along with being a high fiber source. I was over in Dubai for trainings, and I did an active demo where I put some psyllium in water and just watched after a couple minutes of how it expands out. For people that are starting weight loss, to take that psyllium and curb their hunger just by taking a simple fiber product, listen, it can all start there, and at the same time, you're promoting good internal health, good digestion, lowering cholesterol levels, lowering glucose levels, and nowadays, diabetes and cholesterol are major problems.
I don't know what's going on in Dubai. You're not the only guest. almost every guest we've had on the show, they come on here and they say, "Oh, I just got back from Dubai," or "I'm going to Dubai." Everybody's saying, "Bye-bye, I'm going to Dubai." What's going on in Dubai, man? What's up?
I mean, if you want to talk about it when we get back, I'll tell you.
All right, okay. My goodness. Dubai? All right, we'll see.
Whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard right. Exciting new research reveals you have 3 brains: your head brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. These 3 brains are like an orchestra with billions of neurons working together to create a harmonic symphony. This intricate relationship between these 3 brains impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health. The 3 Brain Supplements from Natural Factors is a bold new innovation in mental health. It provides a whole-body approach to balance brain health and well-being. Start with the 3 Brains Total Kit, which includes 5 supplements that are essential for 3 brain health. The kit provides foundational support for all 3 of your brains. Then, depending on your unique needs, choose from Higher Thoughts to enhance brain performance, Mental Sunshine for healthy mood balance, Serene Mind to relieve stress-related fatigue, or The Best Sleep for restful sleep. Learn more at 3brainshealth.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
You lost them already? Huh?
Listen.
Did you lose them already?
They're in the studio somewhere.
What did I say? What did I say a week ago? I said, when you get your glass, what did I say? Do you remember what I said?
You said...
We have the tape. We can re-rack that tape.
You told me I need to remember where I put them.
What I said was, what you're going to have to remember is when you take your glasses off, make a mental note. I'm putting them here.
You asked me that, and I just did a complete scan of the room, and I was like, oh, where are they? I do see them now, though.
Okay.
I'll put them on my face.
That is, where are my glasses? I'll give you the answer my mother would give me. Where you left them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, thanks. That's real helpful. Ziggy Brostowski is my guest. You don't wear glasses, right? Zig.
I wear glasses.
He wears glasses.
Do you?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Do you lose them? They're at home.
That's helpful.
Do you misplace them, or do you have to keep them on all the time?
I do not wear contacts, so I tend to wear them all the time.
Okay. So when you,
I misplace lots of things, but
I get so mad at myself wearing my glasses and running around trying to find where I left them. Oh, jeez.
Doc, listen, with all the money you have, you should have multiple pairs.
Listen to this guy. Are you serious? I can't even go on vacation. What are you talking? You're going to Dubai. What's going on in Dubai? I want to know. My producers will tell you we have one guest after another coming on. I just got back from Dubai. I'm going to Dubai. Okay, why?
The health food industry over there, especially supplements, is absolutely booming, where they're starting to get more educated. And, these pharmacies they have over here are nothing like our pharmacies here. Our pharmacies sell alcohol. They sell cigarettes. They sell, it's a totally different mindset. Over there, these are pharmacies that have natural sections. And
sell herbs and whatnot?
Yeah, it's booming. So I did trained over 500 pharmacists of a chain that brought in our products. And, fiber is extremely deficient over there. This isn't a U.S. problem. This is like an everybody problem.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
For sure.
Wow. Well, okay. I guess we'll have to make our way to Dubai. That would be fun.
Beautiful. It's beautiful there.
Given the unrelenting linear increase over the past 3 to 4 decades in the prevalence of overweight and obesity generally, Zig, and obesity specifically, it's not surprising that weight loss in this country has evolved into an unprecedented national obsession and a highly profitable industry. The most current findings reported by the CDC reveal that between the years of 2013 and 2016, nearly 50% of adults in the United States attempted to lose weight over the past 12 months. So what you have running in tandem with the overweight and obesity epidemic is this obsession to lose weight. Makes sense. What's ironic is when people talk about weight loss, it gets exclusively tied to obesity. That's problematic because it takes the focus off being overweight. Overweight is dangerous and unhealthy and deleterious to the health as anything else. But nevertheless, we have an obsession with weight loss. And the weight loss industry, that market, they made, what was it, close to 50 billion or 40 billion, some crazy number. I'll look at it in a second. I'll get the exact number. 59 billion. $59 billion in annual sales in the weight loss industry. 59 billion. That's more than the gross domestic product of 63 countries around the world. My God, that's unbelievable. That's just weight loss products. That's how obsessed we are with losing weight. And the weight loss industry is a beneficiary of the failure rate. Soluble, now when we say fiber is appropriate for weight loss, we really mean soluble fiber, don't we, Zig?
Yes.
Soluble fiber. The insoluble fiber is what goes to your colon and helps form a stool when you go to the bathroom. The soluble fiber is what's responsible for weight loss. Explain why that is.
Well, the soluble fiber is going to bulk out. It's going to help draw out. When it bulks out, it's going to suck in the water. When it's doing that, it's drawing in glucose, sugars. It's drawing in cholesterol and help eliminate that. Like with all our products.
But it also expands, right?
Yeah, it expands, especially with psyllium. I mean, I did this as an active demo over there to really show people how much this does. I'm telling you, it blows your mind when you just see it in a cup and you watch what happens. I mean, I think next time I do the show, I'm going to send a bottle down and just have you guys let it sit there for 10 minutes so you can see it.
Yeah, it forms a gelatinous mass.
Yeah, and people get worried about that, but that's what it's supposed to be doing inside your system. I mean, your intestinal tract isn't some straight tube. It's got a bunch of nooks and crannies in there, so that's passing. First, it's creating a sensation of fullness in your stomach. It's passing through your colon, passing through your intestines. When it's doing all that, it's expanding out in those nooks and crannies, grabbing that tough-to-reach waste that gets stuck in there. You really have to see it to believe it, but I think once people start really looking at it like that, they're like, wow.
Yeah, I mean, anatomically, the small intestine is the longer of the two intestines. It's longer than the colon. What makes it smaller is its diameter, but it's much longer in terms of its number of feet and inches compared to the colon, which is larger only because of its diameter. But this is a complicated system. I tell people, if you can they ask me, what's one thing I can do to lose weight? Well, to tell them to eat less, I mean, they're going to walk away from you. They know that already. They're looking for something else beyond that. And I say the one thing that you can do right now today, one change that you can make to lose weight is eat more fiber. And they look at me. They say, well, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I'm not constipated. I said, no, it's not that. That's insoluble fiber. You need to eat more soluble fiber. And they say, well, I don't like to eat fruits and vegetables. I don't like to eat legumes. I don't like to eat these fiber-based foods. And more than a few people say that. Well, the alternative then is supplementation. That's the one study after another, Zig. It's a legion of studies that show that one change, that one thing, eating more fiber, at least 30 grams, 35, 40, 45 grams a day. Women, they say somewhere about 25, maybe to 30. Men, 30 to 35. I think we should be up in the 40, 45 grams a day range. That's my opinion. We come back.
I've got mine up to 70 now. I remember that caller.
Oh my God!
80 grams of fiber a day. I got to tell you, it's not as difficult to do as you think.
I will find out how you. Are you tired of being tired? So was Amanda until she tried Floradix Iron and Herbs. You can probably. FloraDix and FloraVital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/FloraDix. florahealth.com/FloraDix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The Rays play on Tampa Bay Sports Radio, WDAE. To the wall, let's go! Catch every pitch of Rays baseball in Pasco on 96.7 FM and all over Tampa Bay on 620 AM. Rays up!
As sports fans, our best days are filled with extraordinary performances. We thrive on heart-pounding competition, remarkable moments, and the joy of victory. Unfortunately, our days aren't always like this, but they can always be filled with extraordinary performance at Porsche of Tampa. In a Porsche sports car, you'll experience unforgettable moments every second of your drive. Make every day your best day in a Porsche 718 Cayman or Boxster, the sports car for the sports fan. Drive one today at Porsche of Tampa, PorscheofTampa.com.
I'm Navy veteran Eric Dane. Join us for CBS Eye on Veterans with information for vets transitioning to civilian life, weekday mornings at 7:50 and Saturday evenings at 6, right here on 1250 WHNZ.
1250 wins WHNZ Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Democrats were divided at last night's presidential debate in Detroit. The candidates split along ideological lines on everything from climate change and immigration to health care. Moderate Tim Ryan challenging progressive Bernie Sanders on his Medicare for All plan.
You don't know second of all.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all.
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know, and I wrote the damn bill.
Steve Bullock siding with Ryan on CNN.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to support any plan that rips away quality health care from individuals. This is an example of wish list economics.
Hillary Clinton's former campaign manager, Robbie Mook, says Democrats need to unite.
What I do worry about is we won the 2018 election on health care and on this tax bill. And if those things are flipped, where we might raise people's taxes, where people's health insurance, where they're uncertain about what will happen with their health insurance, that could be a problem for us.
The remaining candidates debate tonight. North Korea launched 2 more short-range missiles overnight. Correspondent Cammie McCormick is at the Pentagon.
The latest launches come as Secretary of State Mike Pompeo heads to Asia for meetings, and the new Defense Secretary Mark Esper plans to travel to Seoul. The Trump administration has been hoping for more dialogue with North Korea, but Pyongyang is angry about upcoming U.S.-South Korean military exercises.
President Trump met with Kim Jong-un just a month ago in the DMZ. All eyes are on the Federal Reserve, which could cut interest rates today. It would be the first time in a decade. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Those who are going to buy new cars, they could see slightly better rates from car manufacturers. And those who have home equity lines of credit or any home loan that's tied to the prime rate, they could see their payments drop down when they get their next bill.
The Dow is up 54 points in early trading. There's a warning to seniors feeling fit as a fiddle to keep taking their cholesterol meds. CBS's Vicki Barker.
It's the first major study to assess what happens when older people with no history of heart disease stop taking their statins. It found their heart attack risk rose nearly 50%, their risk of a stroke by 26%.
No more Sunday drivers cruising in the left lane in Minnesota. A new state law takes effect tomorrow that clears the way for $125 fines for slowpokes who Don't move over to allow faster cars to pass. Governor Tim Walz.
Not a free-for-all to go as fast as you can. It's simply to make sure that the flow of traffic works in the most efficient and safe manner.
The Dow now up 56 points. S&P is about unchanged. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
I'm Jason Flom, founding board member of the Innocence Project, and my new podcast is Wrongful Conviction, available on iHeartRadio. On Wrongful Conviction, I interview a different exoneree every week and help them to tell their incredible stories of tragedy and triumph against impossible odds. You've got to hear it to believe it. Wrongful Conviction from iHeart Studios, available now on iHeartRadio.
Pros do it right to have the quantities you need on hand for the job by buying in bulk. Lowe's is here to help by stocking what you need for any size job and at great savings. Save up to 40% on our everyday low price when you purchase Pro Packs of molding compared to single sticks. Load up on drywall accessories, and backer board and get up to 15% off just by making a bulk purchase. Place your order at LowesForPros.com and our Pro Loaders will be ready to load you up so you can get back to the job site faster. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. U.S. only.
Slow traffic northbound on 275 from Fort Kennedy into West Shore. Westbound I-4 is looking slow from the Selma connector into 275. A lot of slow traffic northbound on US 41 and toward Madison Avenue into the construction zone. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and York Hillsborough traffic tip line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Ashley Home Store.
Ashley Home Store's summer mattress sale starts right now. For a limited time, get an Ashley Sleep Sealy or Beauty Rest King mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select mattress purchases. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Ziggy Bristowski is our guest today from Yerba Prima. Nearly 50% of adults in this country are attempting to lose weight. 50% of adults 20 years of age and older are on a diet. Well, are you shocked when you know that nearly 72% of adults 20 years of age and older are either overweight or obese? And a mere 28% of people adults in this country, only just a little better, 3 points better than 0.25% of people are at a healthy weight. I've talked about this week. It's a dominant theme on the show this week. And that has implications. You may say, well, it has nothing to do with me. I'm not overweight. It does. This affects everybody. When you have this many people this sick, you heard what I said, sick. Obesity is a disease. Overweight, not necessarily, but you're on your way to a full-blown disease process. Even the American Medical Association recognizes it now as a disease. When you have this many people with almost 40% of the population is obese, almost 40%. And then about 32% are overweight. That brings you to around 72% if you add those two numbers up that are either overweight or obese. Having this many people in that sort of state of either overweightness or obesity, what do you think is going to happen? There's no ambiguity about the health consequences of being either overweight or obese. And I know everybody talks about the obesity epidemic, but there's an overweight epidemic as well. So I call it the overweight obesity epidemic. It's not just obesity. Being overweight, 10 pounds or whatever, you may not show up as obese on the BMI chart, but if you're overweight and it's chronic and you're carrying around 10 pounds, 10 pounds, and it depends on where you're carrying it too. If you're carrying it in the gut, in the visceral area, abdominal area, that's bad news. You can have a woman or a man carrying a lot of weight in the hips. They claim that that's not as unhealthy as carrying the weight in the abdominal area. Because the abdominal area, that viscera, that visceral part of your anatomy, will start to become a hormone factory and produce inflammatory producing hormones. And we know that people who are overweight or obese tend to run higher. They're like Fords. They run a little hot. Mm-hmm. They run a little hotter. They'd be more like a Chevy. They run a little cooler. But when you're overweight or obese, you tend to be more pro-inflammatory. I could go on. It's correlated with heart disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes. I could go on forever. So having this many people, either overweight or obese, in the long run, it's not sustainable. There's no medical complex that's going to be able to. Too many people are going to be sick too often, and the insurance rates are going to go off the chain altogether. They're already almost unaffordable for many people, maybe even most. I don't know. And so we're going to find ourselves having to figure something out on how to. You got to solve this problem. And I don't see it happening. I see attempts. I see gimmicks. I see tricks. I see science. I see a lot of things on the landscape trying to address this overweight and obesity epidemic. But until one thing ultimately happens, you're not going to invent a drug that's going to save everybody and keep them thin. You're not. It's not going to happen. You have to change the orientation to food in the culture. Our food culture in this country is a sick food culture. It promotes illness. And it's a highly processed food culture. And that is the heart of the matter. And how do you change that system? Walk into a grocery store, and most of what's in there is so highly processed, there are very few natural foods in there. Very few. Think about that. That's where the problem begins. It's with the food. This is not rocket science. But do you think the collective IQ of our society could not figure out how we change this? You can come up with weight loss diets. I can tell you till I'm blue in the face, and Ziggy can too. Eat as much soluble fiber as you can get down your throat in a given day, and that'll help curb your weight. We can do that all day long. This is sort of like a giant ship, and it's sinking. And people are jumping overboard. They're trying to find a boat to get onto, something. You'll save some, you're going to lose most. That's how I see weight loss. You'll save some, but you lose most of them. The ship will sink under its own weight, if you follow my metaphor. I'm not kidding you. I don't tend to be dramatic or hyperbolic. My intention is to be forceful in this message. And until government and the private sector can work together and start to educate this population and change the food culture, until they can get rid of their osteoporotic spines and get some backbone and do the right thing and start to force food companies to make better and healthier food, this is not going to change. I'll be gone, and so will you, and it'll still be here. So what's a person to do? What a person is to do is you got to take care of yourself for sure, and try to navigate your way through this food culture so that you don't become sick. We have young people. We have children that are growing up with adult diseases. That's criminal. It's criminal. Why should a child have high blood pressure because she or he is overweight or obese? Why should a child be on high blood pressure medication? Why should a child have to take cholesterol medications? Why should a child have to be going to an orthopedic doctor to figure out how they're going to save this child's knees already? This is crazy. It's insane. And we're walking around as if everything is normal. It is not normal. Only 28%. You walk down the street out of random, roughly 3 out of every 10 will be of a healthy weight. The rest are not. Think about that. It was 40 years ago, 50 years ago, it wasn't that way. It was the opposite. 7 out of 10 were a healthy weight. 3 out of 10, not so much. And within a matter of 4 decades, 5 decades, we have created a food monster. And these companies, they're liars. All of them. They lie. It's not our fault. It's not our fault, they say. It's not the people who make the sugary drinks. It's not the people who make all the crappy food. They all deny it. You can get them under oath, and they'll say, we have nothing to do with it. Yes, you do. Those companies are at the scene of the crime every time. I'll be back. 812-4649.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat, through increased heart rate or increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Now, that portrait I painted and is not hyper, I know I delivered that in a passionate way, but the facts are what they are. And those numbers I give you are, from government agencies. My numbers are good. When I tell you that 72% of the population is overweight or obese, that's from the CDC. And 40% of those people are obese. And only 28% of the people walking the earth in the United States are of a healthy weight. What are you to do? Everybody has to fight this battle. It's like each person is fighting their own battle. And so I thought about this, and I keep talking about it on the show, so I said I'll write a series on weight loss and try to collect as much information in one place. What is weight loss? How do you go about it? What works? What doesn't work? What do you do? That's what we're trying to get at. And one thing you can do, you want to make a change today? You want to start to lose weight? You want to have better cholesterol? You want to have better blood pressure. You want to have a better lipid panel when you go for your blood test. Start consuming some soluble fiber. Ziggy Prasowski is my guest. He's the right guy to talk about that. He's with Yerba Prima. Zig, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I went online, and let me find it. I'll put my mitts on it. I found a study entitled The Right Fiber for the Right Disease, an update on the psyllium seed husk and the metabolic syndrome. In this study and in this article, I just got it off PubMed here about 20 minutes ago. They talk about psyllium. I know psyllium is a big deal in your company. And they talk about psyllium lowering serum and liver cholesterol concentrations, increasing your good HDL cholesterol levels, creating a feeling of fullness, satiety, as well, dealing with your overall blood glucose and insulin levels. They found that psyllium, these soluble fibers, moderate postprandial. That means after you eat, postprandial glucose and insulin concentrations in non-insulin dependent diabetic patients. If taken with meals and favor the reduction of body weight and hypertension. So, I mean, it's psyllium fibers been around forever. That's one of your main ingredients in your fiber products, yes?
Yeah, I mean, we're the biggest importer of psyllium in the country.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I mean, so, we're known for selling psyllium, but all our fiber products do have a little bit of psyllium in it. So we have, straight psyllium products, and then we offer fiber blends that, are just a well-balanced form of different fibers.
Where does psyllium come from? If I'm going down a path you don't want to go, you just tell me.
No, listen, psyllium...
Where is it off a psyllium tree? No, I'm just kidding.
Most psyllium is grown in India, and the reason being is the climate's just perfect in India. So, we regularly inspect our farms over there. We have organic psyllium options, regular testing. We buy the best of the best. We buy the premium crops. We only use the premium part of the plant. As opposed to other people that import psyllium, they're grinding up the whole plant using the whole thing. So really, you're getting, the benefits of psyllium, but you're getting all the stuff that's not beneficial, which pretty much is just a filler for the product.
Psyllium is a soluble fiber, Ziggy's 100% right, derived from the seeds of the Plantago ovata, which is an herb. Where is it found? Just what the man said. India. It's primarily grown in India. Psyllium, that one thing can make if people just that are trying to lose weight would just increase their psyllium intake, they would start to have some success right out of the chute. That's my opinion. So name the products with the psyllium in them, ones that are totally psyllium and others that have some psyllium in them. I'll let you do that, please.
Sure. So we have 5 psyllium products.
Oh, geez.
Our best-known one is our psyllium whole husk, which is just more of its original form as opposed to our second best one, that's psyllium powder. I mean, it's the same thing as a whole husk, it's just a finer grind. It's going to break down your system a lot faster. Then we offer it in regular caps. We offer it in the vegetarian caps for all the vegetarians out there that would prefer a vegan option. And then we have organic whole husk. So if you prefer organic, we're trying to cover everyone's needs with the 5 products.
Capsules and powder.
Capsules and powder.
With water, that's if you mix the powder with water?
Yeah, and you should be drinking a lot of water within these products. Like we talked about earlier, it's such a high bulking where it's absorbing in this water to, grab that cholesterol, grab those sugar levels.
Yeah.
You really need to be replenishing your body with a lot of water.
So let me give you an analogy. A sack of cement is useless unless you do what? Add water to it.
Yep.
That sack of cement is not going to do a darn thing. A sack of psyllium is useless unless you do what? Drink water. You must drink water. In fact, you can make things worse. Take the psyllium and don't drink enough water, that can constipate you. You have to drink the water. Lots of water. It breaks down in water. It forms that gelatinous mass in your gut. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. One serving of the whole husk psyllium product, one serving, whatever is that, a scoop or whatever, how many grams of psyllium or of soluble fiber are in one serving?
So one serving, you get just over 5 grams. Our ratio is about 3.5 to 1. So on
3.5 to 1 of what? Not
soluble to insoluble fiber.
All right. So you're getting how many grams?
3.5 grams to 1 gram.
All right.
From soluble to insoluble.
In one serving. So you need about 35, 40, 45 grams of fiber a day. Some say split it up 50-50. Let's talk about that.
that beached themselves in Pinellas County this week were not sick.
We believe they probably beached because they were a little bit confused with being in a shallow area, and they may have possibly lost their leader at the same time.
David Yates with Clearwater Marine Aquarium says the two whales still being treated will be returned to the pod using satellite tracking. With Florida's News, I'm Chris Trankman.
Folks on northbound on 275 from Kennedy to West Shore, westbound I-4 is slowing down from 22nd Street to 275. Watch out for an accident southbound on US 41 and at Mira Bay Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Newark Hillsborough traffic tip line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Right now, there's a child living in extreme poverty with no future and no hope. But you can bring hope when you become a Compassion International sponsor. Just text the word child to 83393 and sponsor a child right now.
Today we decided to walk to school.
The light counted. 15, 41, 31, 13. We
took a left on Carroll Street. Danny's smart, but he gets distracted.
I realized
he forgot his homework. I hope he doesn't have another bad day at school.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. That's why there's Understood.org, a free resource for the parents of the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues. Go from misunderstanding to Understood.org. Brought to you by Understood and the Ad Council.
Pros do it right to have the quantities you need on hand for the job by buying in bulk. Lowe's is here to help by stocking what you need for any size job and at great savings. Save up to 40% on our everyday low price when you purchase Pro Packs of molding compared to single sticks. Load up on drywall, drywall accessories, and backer board and get up to 15% off just by making a bulk purchase. Place your order at LowesForPros.com and our Pro Loaders will be ready to load you up so you can get back to the job site faster. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. U.S. only.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. See the results. TheEnjoyLawyers.com. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay area forecast, a 30% rain chance this afternoon, high 93. Partly cloudy overnight, low 78. A 40% rain chance Friday, high 92. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Truly Nolan Pest Control.
Termites are hard to deal with on your own, so let the experts at Truly Nolan get rid of termites before they get in. Schedule a free inspection today at TrulyNolan.com and get $100 off termite control. Truly Nolan, family owned since 1938.
Weekends on talk radio. I know what you're thinking, all ball games or best of shows. My name is Bill Handel, and my show Handel on the Law is fresh every weekend. On Handel on the Law, I offer marginal legal advice in an entertaining, that's a medical fact, 3-hour show. I'm the reason you want to turn on your radio this weekend. Just ask my mother. Don't miss Handel on the Law, Sunday afternoon from 2 to 5 here on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the health question of the day. Which form of fiber absorbs water and then forms a gelatinous mass which will tend to moderate your appetite because it creates a feeling of fullness. And also, this particular form of fiber is known to lower LDL cholesterol. It'll absorb cholesterol. It's also known to help moderate the release of glucose into the bloodstream, and then thereby you have better glucose and insulin management. Is that form of fiber soluble fiber or insoluble fiber? Which form of fiber does what I just described? The soluble or the insoluble? Here's the number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Psyllium seeds come from a plant known as Plantago ovato, which is native to India, well, southern and western Asia. The seed is covered by psyllium husk, the seed of the plant, which is a rich source of viscous, soluble fiber, right? And nearly all of the carbs in psyllium husk come from fiber. In some countries and in some centers in the UK and Europe, it goes by Ispagula husk. Easy for me to say. It's spelled I-S-P-A-G-H-U-L-A. Did you know that, Ziggy? Espagula? Have you ever heard of that phrase, that word?
I have, but try to say it 3 times real fast and good luck.
Espagula husk. So you were familiar with that term?
Yes, I was.
I'll be darned. 1 tablespoon, which is 5 grams of psyllium, contains 4 grams of carbs in the form of indigestible fiber. These are carbs that they're not energy-ridden carbs. Okay? That's the difference. Fiber that provides no energy. That's one of the beautiful things about it. It's a carbohydrate, but there's no calories. It's fabulous. Psyllium.
Really, zero net carbs when you think about it. Anybody that knows how to read a label, when you look at fiber on a label and you look at carbohydrates, that fiber deducts off the carbohydrates. So you got to look at net carbs. I think people get worried sometimes when they talk about carbs. There's 0 carbs with fiber, 0 net carbs.
So let's go to Largo, Florida. Not Key Largo, but Largo. Andy, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Thank you, Dr. G.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. I'm interested in answering the question on fiber.
Okay, you got a nickel? No. Well, which fiber will absorb water and forms a gelatinous mass, then creates a feeling of fullness. It sends a signal to your brain that you're full, lowers cholesterol, moderates the release of glucose into the bloodstream, and hence insulin release. Which one?
My guess is soluble.
It is. And then the insoluble fiber that you find in food and in supplements virtually goes unchanged into the large intestine, where it'll absorb water and help form a stool. So, the two different kinds of fiber. It's not that complicated, but yeah, just want to know.
I usually listen to your show daily, but I missed a bit this morning, and I wanted to tell you that back in the 90s, there was a book called New Facts on Fiber, and I had read that. And
New Facts on Fiber. I'm not familiar with it. I'll have to look at that.
It was around the same time that people were selling an apopectin powder in a can, like the jar of Calm.
Yeah. See, this is why I like listeners to call and viewers to call the show. They have a history of ideas, and they've seen different things come and go. I can't do it all, and that's why it's good. I thank you for sharing that. I forgot. What was the name of that book again?
New Facts on Fiber, and it was written in the mid-'90s. I forget if her first name was Linda or Nancy, but she was interviewed, I think, on a radio show that is only second to yours, and that is Here's to Your Health by Deborah Ray and Dr.
I remember.
Carreau.
Yeah, Dr. Carreau. I know Deborah, and I knew Dr. Carreau. He passed away. Deborah was on the air. I don't know if she may still be on the air somewhere. She's been on the air, if she is, well over 25 years now.
It'd be great if you'd have her on as a guest sometime.
Oh yeah, that would be. Yeah, we might see if we can find her. I don't even know where she is anymore. I know she was here in Florida, in the Bay Area. So we'll see. Thanks for the little history lesson. We appreciate it, and congratulations on winning a $25 supplement gift card.
Thank you, Dr. Gorka. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Thank you. Espagula. So you knew what that was, huh? I didn't. That was a new word to me, brother. So you have which products? Here's the dilemma. What do you tell the consumer about how much soluble fiber and how much? What do you all recommend at Yerba Prima in terms of soluble compared to insoluble? How much of each?
I mean, it really depends on what the person's looking to accomplish. I mean, obviously, if you're diabetic, if you have cholesterol issues, to get as much soluble fiber as you can to help reduce those levels is fantastic. If you're backed up, if you're really struggling to just eliminate, you want to try to raise that insoluble level. So I think, when you look at our products, I think that 3-to-1 ratio, if you stick to that, from what most doctors are saying, that 3-to-1 ratio seems to hold true with what the studies are coming out with now.
Yeah.
So, if you're getting 30 grams of fiber a day, you want to see, that 3-to-1 ratio.
There was back in the 1830s, I wasn't around then, but there was a Presbyterian minister who advocated dietary, believe it or not, his name was Reverend Sylvester Graham, okay? And he sort of mixed religion with nutrition, and he advocated for dietary reform, and he argued that bran, which you find in fiber, was the cure-all for the poor diet of his time. Think about this. This is in the 1830s. He's preaching this, and he created what was called Graham flour, which is still, I think it's still in use today. But as far back as 1830, you had people arm waving and with hair on fire about fiber. I'm just saying. Even Hippocrates was one of the first physicians, the father of modern medicine, to argue, you look into his works, where fiber in the form of bran would help keep the large intestine healthy. So this is not a well-kept secret, but it's a well-known fact. It's not practiced very much. Fiber will contribute to your health and help you lose weight. Which fiber product do you take? And you said you're doing 70 grams a day.
Yeah, well, I've been doing the psyllium powder. That's it. Every morning in my smoothie, every afternoon in my meal replacement, every night before I go to bed.
Holy moly. 70 grams. Man, I'm not even doing that. We come back. I'll tell you some more.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically
Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Have you been putting off a cleanse? They can be harsh and leave you chained to the toilet, making for an overall unpleasant experience. Rethink your cleanse with Fluorescence, a daily cleanse that helps safely and gently detoxify your body. Unlike other detoxes that can be hard on the body, Fluorescence supports your body's natural processes, helping it to work more efficiently than it could on its own. The truth is your body is really good at cleansing, but due to the number of toxins we're exposed to, it can use a little daily support. Inspired by traditional Obijue formula, Fluorescence is made with 8 herbs: burdock root, watercress, sheep sorrel herb, slippery elm, rhubarb root, kelp, blessed thistle, and red clover blossom. These herbs work together to support multiple elimination pathways, gently helping your body's detox systems do what they were made to do, only better. Forget harsh extreme cleanses and cleanse happy. Try Fluorescence for gentle daily cleansing that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Find Fluorescence at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to the show. LTN, local, nationwide, and coast to coast. Around the corner, around the country, and around the world. You like that, Gary?
That's big.
Around the corner, around the country, and around the world. That's LTN. We love it. Katie's here. Gary's here. Katie's got her new glasses that she's already lost.
I did find them, though.
She found them.
Got two pairs for a reason.
Lost and found. And Ziggy's here. All right, so you knew what Espagula was, which is another name for psyllium. Do you know who Dennis Burkett was?
I do not.
I found something you don't know. Okay. Dennis Burkett. This is you can add this to your repertoire of knowledge about fiber. Mm-hmm. Dennis Burkett is credited with the fiber hypothesis. Now, I'm going to give attribution to Cummings and another researcher by the name of Engineer in an article that they wrote. I'm going to quote and paraphrase from something that they wrote. This is like a little tutorial. This is a sidebar about the history of fiber. For more than 200 years, fiber in plant foods has been known to have significant effects on digestion. This is not a new story. This is not, breaking news. Its role in human nutrition, Zig, began to be investigated towards the end of the 19th century. But between 1966 and 1972, there was a fellow by the name of Dennis Burkett, Dr. Dennis Burkett, who was a surgeon who had spent a lot of time in Africa, helping the peoples in Africa, different tribes and whatnot. And he saw that they didn't suffer from many of modern civilization's diseases. And he was a keen observer, and he learned that it was the fiber. Now, it turns out that Dr. Burkett, although he's credited with the fiber hypothesis, Zig, he was sort of late to the fiber narrative. There were three other physicians, a guy named Peter Cleve, Dr. Campbell, and Utah Troll. And another person by the name of Neil Painter, and a biochemist by the name of Alec Walker. All of those people, names virtually unknown now, nobody's walking around talking about them except me, I guess. They really laid the foundation to what we're able to have this conversation today. And in a word, Dr. Burkett became known as the fiber man. If you read Dr. Burkett's works, what he was saying back then in the late 60s, early 70s, what he said and wrote about fiber is as relevant today as it was then, and what they've been saying about fiber for 200 years is as relevant now as it was over 200 years ago. So this is not a new story, and we want the audience to know that. This is old news, but it can have a new effect for you. That's the one thing you can do right now today to lose weight. Eat more soluble fiber, specifically psyllium husk. Mention the products from Yerba Prima with psyllium in them.
Psyllium whole husk, psyllium powder, psyllium caps, psyllium veg caps, and organic psyllium. straight psyllium products. All the fiber blends have a little bit of psyllium in it.
And you are consuming really 70 grams a day. I don't know if I've ever consumed 70 grams of fiber. I wonder what that feels like. What does
the
it?
Diet, with switching it over from keto to plants and what I'm taking, I'm in like anywhere from 60 to 70 grams a day now.
Jeez. That's unbelievable.
Feels good. Your body adjusts to it.
I don't know. Most people. I'll bet you there are people that don't even get 70 grams a week.
You would be 100% right.
I would be 100 because the average person in this country is probably getting maybe. I wrote a couple of articles. I forget what I concluded when I looked at the studies. It wasn't a very large amount, 10 to 12 grams a day, 15 at most.
FDA says 10 to 15 a day, or what most people are getting. So you're right on the number.
Yeah, I mean it's not very much. Why? Because they're not eating plant foods. They're eating processed foods. And one of the first things they strip out is the fiber. The most important thing in the plant, besides the micronutrients, in the food, it's crazy.
It's just horrible now. Horrible.
How did the pharmacists, those 500 pharmacists in Dubai, react to your arguments about fiber and psyllium and all that? Did they ask good questions? Were they surprised, or did they know, or what?
Well, most of the pharmacists over there are Indian-based pharmacists, so they're extremely educated on psyllium. And, they're the UAE, and over there, they're falling right in line with us, deficient, 10 to 15 grams a day. I mean, same studies. This is something as, food's becoming, more deficient in fiber, it's a problem everywhere.
What has happened is that the processed food has now gotten imported into these other countries and their food cultures. And we have living experiments going on right now, unintended as they may be, where you see the importation of these processed foods into cultures where they once didn't exist. You then see the emergence of chronic diseases. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take 100 years. It happens within a matter of decades. Or heart disease, cancer, and other high blood pressure and whatnot begin to make an appearance and start to rise in a linear fashion. This is in broad daylight. We know this stuff. And yet, trying to get people to eat more fiber is hard. You guys make it easier. The psyllium husks, I know some people that take religiously every day in the morning and at night before they go to bed, they'll do psyllium. You essentially do that and in between, too, right?
Yeah, just trying to curb the appetite a little bit. I mean, I'm counting calories now, so listen.
How many calories you consume a day?
I'm keeping it right around anywhere from 1,000 to 1,300. Depends on what I'm eating.
And you lost how many pounds? 60-something?
80.
80 pounds. Gary has lost 60 or so. He's
64.
64. So he's taking.
Gary, if you add up that weight me and you lost, that's Doc.
Yeah.
Lost Doc.
Yeah.
It's probably true. You're close.
I went from a size 48 to a size 36 pants.
I love it, Gary. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up.
Yeah, those 46 pants he has, he's now using those as tarpaulin
boat covers.
Boat covers for his boat.
I'll see you guys next month at Expo East. Love you guys.
See ya. Thank you. Yerba Prima, first herb, and they are. Go to their website. Their products are sold in fine health stores throughout the United States. Not only can you lose weight with fiber, you can. That one change, eating more fiber, will improve your health the very first day. Your health is your wealth. We love you. See you tomorrow.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical